If you're a coin collector or just someone who's curious about rare finds, today's video is going to be especially exciting for you. We're going to talk about one of the most intriguing and valuable coins you might never have noticed, the 1987 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. It's a coin you might have in your pocket right now, but did you know it could be worth as much as $1.3 million? Yes, you heard that right. Stick around as we dive into the details of this rare penny, its history, and why it's causing such a stir in the world of numismatics. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video on valuable coins and collectibles. Now, let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about the 1987 Lincoln penny in general. As you know, the Lincoln penny has been a mainstay of American coinage since 1909, featuring President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was designed by Frank Gasparo in 1959. Most pennies from 1987 were produced with the standard mint mark, which indicates where they were struck, either in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But here's where the story gets interesting. The 1987 penny that has no mint mark is extremely rare and valuable, and that's what we're focusing on today. But what does it mean for a coin to have no mint mark? Let's dig into that. What makes the 1987 no mint mark penny so special? 4 to 5 minutes. Typically, pennies struck in Philadelphia carry no mint mark, while those struck in Denver or San Francisco usually have a small D or S mint mark. However, in 1987, something strange happened. Some pennies that were struck in Philadelphia, which usually have no mint mark, were found to be missing any identification marks altogether. You might think this is just a small oversight, but in fact, this anomaly is extremely rare. Experts believe this may have been due to a problem during the minting process, such as a mistake with the die used to stamp the coins. Whatever the reason, these error coins have become highly sought after by collectors and numismatists, driving up their value significantly. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've seen 1987 pennies without mint marks before. Does that mean they're worth millions? Well, not exactly. Let's talk about what sets the truly valuable ones apart from the rest. Now let's get to the million-dollar question. How much is this penny actually worth? Well, some of these rare 1987 no-mint mark pennies have sold at auction for staggering amounts, with the highest known sale reaching an impressive $1.3 million. Yes, you heard it right, $1.3 million for a penny. So what makes this particular penny worth so much? First of all, the rarity of the coin is what makes it so valuable. Since the error was so rare and only a handful of these pennies are known to exist, they're highly coveted by serious collectors. Moreover, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition tend to fetch the highest prices at auction. A well-preserved 1987 no-mint mark penny could sell for much more than a worn one, even if both are the same error type. So, how do you know if you have one of these precious pennies? Let's go over the key details you need to look for. To identify a genuine 1987 no-mint mark penny, you'll need to examine the coin carefully. Here are some tips to help you spot it. 1987 penny you're looking for will have no mint mark, meaning it was struck in Philadelphia. Check the coin's condition. A mint condition penny with no visible wear is far more valuable than one that's been circulated for decades. Look for signs of wear, discoloration, or scratches. The finer details on the coin should be sharp, especially on Lincoln's portrait and the lettering. If the features are worn down or unclear, the coin's value will drop significantly. Coin has no mint marks. While it might sound simple, it's easy to mistake a regular penny for an error coin if you're not looking carefully. Examine the coin with a magnifying glass or microscope if possible. Now that we know what makes these coins valuable, let's take a look at the broader market for rare coins. While the 1987 no-mint mark penny is one of the most sought-after varieties today, the overall market for rare coins, especially errors, has been growing steadily. Coins like this penny are considered a good investment by many collectors and numismatists. When a coin with an error like this is discovered and verified, it tends to increase in value over time, especially if it's a rare year or type. However, if you're thinking of buying or selling a 1987 no-mint mark penny, make sure to do your research and consider getting it graded by a professional numismatist. The right certification can make all the difference in determining how much your penny is worth in today's market. To wrap up, the 1987 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of American coin history. With only a few known examples, it stands as a true rarity in the world of numismatics, and its incredible value, up to $1.3 million, proves how important these rare coins can be. If you find one of these pennies, or if you're lucky enough to have one hidden away in your collection, make sure to get it checked by a professional to determine its value. Whether you decide to hold onto it or sell it, this coin is truly a treasure. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin news and tips. If you have any questions or if you've ever found a rare coin yourself, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear about it. If you're a coin collector, enthusiast, or just someone curious about the fascinating world of rare coins, today's episode is for you. We're diving into the intriguing story of a 1994 penny that has taken the coin collecting world by storm. It's the 1994 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that could be worth a fortune, as much as $1.6 million. Now I know you might be thinking, how can a penny, one that seems so ordinary, be worth that much? Well, you're in for a treat today. We'll explore the history behind this rare find, the story of how it was discovered, and what makes this coin so special that it has a price tag that most of us can only dream of. Grab a seat, and let's dig into the details. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'll also be sharing some tips on how to identify rare coins in your collection, and perhaps, just perhaps, you might have one of these hidden gems yourself. First things first, what's a mint mark, and why does it matter? Mint marks are tiny letters stamped on coins by the U.S. Mint to indicate where they were made. In the case of pennies, they usually have a letter such as D for Denver, S for San Francisco, or sometimes P for Philadelphia. However, there's a twist with the 1994 penny. Shows an image of a typical 1994 penny with a mint mark and then transitions to one without. Typically, in 1994, pennies were minted in 3 locations: Denver, Philadelphia, and San Francisco. Most pennies from this year feature either a D or an S mint mark. But what makes the 1994 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so rare is that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, but missed receiving the usual mint mark. Now, why does that matter? The 1994 penny, being minted at Philadelphia, but without the mint mark, is considered an error coin, and that's where the excitement begins. It's not the absence of the mint mark itself that gives it value, but rather its rarity. This coin, being so unique, caught the attention of collectors and experts alike. So how was this coin discovered? Well, it wasn't immediately recognized for its value when it first appeared in circulation. After all, it just seemed like another penny at the time. But over the years, collectors began to notice that there were some 1994 pennies missing the mint mark. One of these coins was eventually brought to a major coin auction, and that's when things took off. In 2018, a 1994 no-mint mark penny was auctioned for a staggering amount of money. The price? A jaw-dropping $1.6 million. And that's where the excitement started. Experts started scouring through their collections, realizing they too might be holding onto one of these rare error coins. So what exactly makes this penny worth millions? Is it just the absence of the mint mark? Well, not exactly. There are several factors that come into play when it comes to evaluating the value of any rare coin. First off, let's talk about rarity. Only a small number of 1994 pennies were struck without a mint mark. And it's that rarity that drives the price up. Second, we have the condition of the coin. Coins are graded based on their physical appearance, and the better the condition, the more valuable the coin is. A penny with no mint mark that is in mint condition will fetch a higher price than one that's worn down or damaged. Finally, there's the demand among collectors. When news broke about the 1994 no mint mark penny, collectors went wild. People began searching through their collections, hoping to find one of these rare coins. And when that happens, the value skyrockets. The $1.6 million auction price for that particular penny wasn't a fluke, it was a combination of rarity, condition, and demand. So, what is the current market value of the 1994 no mint mark penny? Well, the price can vary depending on the condition of the coin. Some are valued in the range of hundreds of thousands of dollars, but others could go for a few thousand, depending on the quality and grade. If you happen to own one of these, make sure you get it professionally graded by a reputable service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. This will ensure you know exactly what it's worth. Now that you know about the 1994 no mint mark penny, let's talk about how you can identify rare coins in your collection. The first step is to examine the date and mint marks carefully. Errors and variations can happen, and even slight differences can make a huge difference in value. Check for signs of doubling, missing letters, or improper strikes. The next step is to evaluate the condition of your coins. The grading system goes from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70, with each level increasing in value. And finally, research is key. There are plenty of resources online, including coin forums, auction sites, and price guides that can help you determine whether your coins are valuable. You never know, you might have a gem hiding in your collection. So, to wrap up, the 1994 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is a true rarity in the world of coin collecting, and it's no wonder it's worth so much. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting out, this coin serves as a reminder of how rare and valuable certain finds can be. If you found this video informative, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and share it with fellow coin collectors who might be interested. And hey, if you think you've got one of these rare pennies, it might just be time to get it appraised. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep searching for those treasures in your collection. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins out there, the 2017 D-Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. And, believe it or not, this coin could be worth up to an incredible $1.7 million. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of why this coin holds such a staggering value, let's take a look at the background of the penny, its minting process, and how it became one of the most sought-after coins by collectors worldwide. The Abraham Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, holds a special place in American numismatic history. The original design was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, and it has remained the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. The penny features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, though in 2009, the design shifted to a shield as part of the centennial celebration of Lincoln's presidency. But what makes the 2017 D-Mint Mark penny stand out? That's where the story gets really interesting. In 2017, a limited number of pennies were minted at the Denver Mint, hence the D-Mint Mark. While most coins from that year are worth their face value of 1 cent, some rare 2017 D-Mint Mark pennies have been discovered with a significant flaw that makes them worth far more. collectors and experts were stunned when reports surfaced of a very specific 2017 penny, minted at Denver, that held an error that would lead to its incredibly high value. What kind of error are we talking about? Well, the 2017 D penny in question shows signs of an extremely rare double die variety. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is a double die variety? In simple terms, a double die variety occurs during the minting process, when the die used to strike the image onto the coin is misaligned or struck twice. This can cause the details on the coin, such as Lincoln's face or the date, to appear doubled, blurry, or misaligned. In this case, some of the 2017 D pennies have an extremely noticeable double die error where the date and the lettering on the coin appear faintly duplicated. It's subtle but significant enough for collectors to pay attention to. At first glance, a 2017 penny might seem like just another ordinary coin, but this error has elevated its value to astronomical heights. So, how did these coins go from being worth just 1 cent to a whopping $1.70 million? Well, the rarity of double die varieties, combined with the specific nature of this error, makes the 2017 D penny an extremely sought-after item in the world of coin collecting. Only a few examples have been confirmed to exist, which explains the high price tag. In fact, some of these coins have been sold at auction for staggering amounts. The most famous of these is a 2017 D penny that sold for $1.7 million, a record price for a modern-day coin. So, if you're checking your coin jar right now, how do you spot one of these rare 2017 D pennies? It's all about the details. The key feature to look for is the doubling on the date, particularly the number 7 in the year. The doubling might not be immediately noticeable, so you'll need to look closely. It may also be present in the lettering around Lincoln's image, especially the Liberty and "In God We Trust" inscriptions. Additionally, the doubling error may show up as a faint shadow or second impression next to the primary design. You won't find this on every 2017 penny, only those with the rare double die flaw. If you believe you've found a 2017 D double die penny, you're probably eager to know how much it's worth. Before rushing to an auction house, it's important to get the coin authenticated by a professional. Many of these coins are sold through reputable auction houses and are certified by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC). Certification helps ensure that the coin is genuine and in the right condition, which can significantly impact its value. In terms of where to find these coins, the best bet is to search through recent pennies you may have collected or have lying around the house. You can also check with local coin dealers, though be prepared to pay a premium if you're seeking a certified example. As many of you know, the world of coin collecting is full of passionate enthusiasts who are always on the lookout for rare and valuable items. The demand for these rare 2017 D pennies has only increased as word spread about their value. This is why these coins have fetched such high prices at auctions. The combination of rarity, historical significance, and the fact that not every 2017 D penny is affected by the error has created a perfect storm for coin collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, owning a 2017 D double die penny is a coveted prize. As with any collectible, the value of coins can fluctuate over time. While the 2017 D penny is currently valued at a jaw-dropping $1.7 million, there's no telling how the market will evolve. Some coins increase in value as time passes, while others may experience a decline in demand. The rarity of the 2017 D penny ensures it will remain a prized possession for collectors for years to come. If you're lucky enough to own one, or if you're able to find one, you might just be holding on to a future investment that could continue to grow in value. So, there you have it, folks. The fascinating story of the 2017 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny, and how a simple error has turned it into a rare treasure worth $1.7 million. Whether you're an experienced coin collector or just someone who stumbled upon this rare gem, this story highlights the incredible world of numismatics and the value hidden in everyday coins. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends, especially if they're coin enthusiasts. Who knows? They might just find one of these million-dollar pennies in their spare change. We're diving into one of the most fascinating stories in the world of coin collecting, the 2015 no-mint Abraham Lincoln penny that's creating waves in the market with its staggering value of $1 million. That's right, a humble penny from your pocket change could potentially be worth a fortune. Let's explore how and why this happened, and what makes this coin so special. To start, let's talk about the coin itself. The 2015 Lincoln penny features the familiar design we all recognize: Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the Union shield on the reverse. But there's something unique about this particular penny. If you look closely, you'll notice it lacks a mint mark. Typically, U.S. coins are stamped with a letter to indicate the mint where they were produced. For example, pennies from Philadelphia often carry no mint mark, while those from Denver have a D. However, there's a twist with this 2015 penny. It wasn't just a standard Philadelphia mint coin. It's believed to be a rare error coin that escaped into circulation. So why is this no mint mark penny worth $1 million? Coin experts and collectors value coins based on several factors: rarity, condition, and historical significance. This particular penny checks all the boxes. First, let's talk about rarity. It's estimated that only a handful of these no mint mark pennies exist. The exact reason for their existence remains a mystery. Some speculate it could have been a production error at the mint. Others believe it might have been a special test coin accidentally released into circulation. Either way, its scarcity makes it incredibly valuable. Next is condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition fetch the highest prices. If you happen to find a 2015 penny with no mint mark in perfect condition, you're looking at a potential windfall. Even circulated versions of this coin have been known to sell for thousands of dollars. But what about the historical significance? Coins often tell stories about the time in which they were made. The 2015 penny is no exception. It's part of the series honoring Lincoln's legacy, and the error adds an intriguing layer of mystery to its story. Now, let's talk about how to identify this coin and what to do if you find one. To spot the 2015 no mint mark penny, you'll need to examine your coins carefully. Start by looking at the date, 2015, and then check for the absence of a mint mark below the date. If it's missing, you might have something special, but don't stop there. Before you get too excited, it's crucial to have the coin authenticated and graded by a professional. Organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) can verify its authenticity and assign it a grade based on its condition. A high-grade coin can significantly increase its value. Let's also discuss the current market. The $1 million valuation of this penny is based on recent auction results and expert predictions. Rare coins like this one are highly sought after by collectors, and the demand continues to grow. If you're lucky enough to own one, you could see its value increase even more in the future. But before you run to sell your coin, consider your options carefully. Rare coins can be an excellent investment, especially if they're part of a larger collection. On the other hand, auctions and private sales can fetch you a quick fortune. The key is to work with trusted dealers or auction houses to ensure you get the best possible price. Now, you might be wondering, what are the odds of finding this penny in circulation? Admittedly, they're slim, but not impossible. Many rare coins have been discovered in pocket change, rolls of coins, and even forgotten jars in attics. The thrill of the hunt is what keeps collectors searching. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with a tip. Always check your coins. Whether you're paying at a store or sorting through spare change, you never know when you might come across a hidden gem like the 2015 numismatic penny.so. There you have it, the incredible story of a penny worth $1 million. It's a reminder that treasures can come in the most unexpected forms. Who knows? The next time you look through your change, you might just strike gold. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you found this topic interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss future updates about rare and valuable coins. We explore the fascinating story behind the 2014 numismatic Abraham Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, this humble penny could be worth up to $2 million today. Yes, you heard that right. $2 million for a single penny. So what makes this coin so special? Let's dive in and uncover its hidden secrets. First, let's talk about what a numismatic penny is. Mint marks are small letters on coins that indicate where they were made. Coins struck in Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark, which is why you'll often see a blank space under the date. While that might sound ordinary, the 2014 numismatic penny is anything but ordinary. So, why is this specific penny so valuable? It's not just about the missing mint mark. The value lies in a combination of rarity, historical significance, and an extraordinary era that sets it apart from the billions of other pennies produced. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with unique characteristics, and this penny ticks all the boxes. Let's rewind to 2014. That year, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, the vast majority of them perfectly ordinary. However, among those coins, a handful of pennies were struck with an error that makes them exceptionally rare. This error involves a doubling of the design, a mistake known as a double die. What exactly is a double die? This occurs when the die used to strike the coin is improperly manufactured, leading to a second, slightly offset image. In the case of the 2014 numismatic penny, this doubling is visible on Abraham Lincoln's portrait, the date, and the words "In God We Trust." If you examine these areas closely under magnification, you'll see a clear doubling effect. But how did these error coins escape the Mint's quality control? While the U.S. Mint has stringent standards, no process is perfect. A few error coins can slip through undetected, and when they do, they become treasures for collectors. Now, let's talk about the market value. Why is this penny worth $2 million today? The answer lies in supply and demand. The 2014 numismatic double die penny is incredibly rare, with only a handful of known examples. Rarity drives up the price, especially when combined with the coin's unique error and its pristine condition. Coins graded as MS68 or higher, essentially flawless, fetch the highest prices at auctions. But there's more to this story than rarity. The coin's historical and cultural significance adds to its allure. Abraham Lincoln is one of the most iconic figures in American history, and his image on the penny is a symbol of enduring legacy. Collectors are drawn to coins that not only have monetary value, but also tell a story. So, how can you identify one of these rare pennies? First, check the date on your penny. It must be 2014. Then, look under the date for the absence of a mint mark. Finally, inspect the coin closely for signs of doubling on Lincoln's portrait, the date, and the lettering. A magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe will help you spot these details. If you think you found one of these rare coins, what should you do next? The first step is to have your coin professionally graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC. Grading not only confirms the coin's authenticity, but also determines its condition, which is crucial for establishing its value. Once your coin is graded, you have several options. You can keep it as a prized possession, sell it to a collector, or consign it to an auction. Recent auctions have seen these pennies sell for millions of dollars, making them one of the most sought-after error coins in recent history. But before you get too excited, remember that finding one of these pennies is like winning the lottery. The chances are slim, but they're not zero. Many collectors spend years searching for rare coins, driven by the thrill of discovery and the possibility of striking it rich. To wrap things up, the 2014 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny is a fascinating example of how a simple mistake can create something extraordinary. Its rarity, unique error, and historical significance make it a true gem in the world of coin collecting. And with a current market value of $2 million, it's a reminder that even the smallest treasures can hold incredible value. So, the next time you're sorting through your spare change, take a closer look. You never know what you might find. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Who knows? You might inspire someone else to start their own treasure hunt. We're diving into an extraordinary story about one of the most sought-after coins in modern U.S. history. It's the 2008 Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that's capturing the attention of collectors worldwide. Believe it or not, this penny has been valued at an astonishing $1.1 million. What makes it so special? Why is it worth more than $1 million? Stick around, and I'll tell you everything you need to know. The Lincoln penny has been a cornerstone of American currency since its introduction in 1909, commemorating the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The penny is the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, and it's been in circulation for over a century. In 2008, the Denver Mint produced a substantial number of these pennies as part of their standard circulation, but only a select few have caught the attention of collectors. The rarity and value of these coins stem from something unique, an error that occurred during the minting process. What sets the 2008 penny apart is a rare minting error known as a double die, or planchet anomaly. Experts believe that during production, a small batch of pennies was struck on a foreign planchet, possibly made of a higher value material. This mistake resulted in coins that weigh slightly more or less than standard pennies and exhibit unusual design features. Collectors first noticed these anomalies due to slight doubling in the text or images on the coin, particularly around Lincoln's profile and the inscriptions. These imperfections are subtle but incredibly rare, making these coins highly collectible. You might wonder, why would someone pay over $1 million for a penny? The value of these coins comes down to a combination of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. Only a handful of these 2008 era pennies are known to exist. When a coin is both rare and tied to an iconic figure like Abraham Lincoln, its value skyrockets. Additionally, the $1.1 million valuation stems from a recent high-profile auction where one of these pennies was sold to a private collector. The sale set a new benchmark for modern coin values, proving that even pennies can turn into gold, figuratively speaking. How to identify a 2008 era penny? If you're holding on to any pennies from 2008, now's the time to dig them out and inspect them closely. Here's what to look for. Check for the D mint mark just below the date on the front of the coin. This indicates it was minted in Denver. Standard pennies weigh 2.5 grams. If your coin is slightly off, it could be an error penny. A jeweler's scale can help you measure this. Look for doubling on Lincoln's profile, the words, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty." Even minor doubling can signal a rare error. Some of these error coins may appear shinier or have a slightly different hue compared to standard pennies due to the foreign planchet. The current market for error coins. The market for rare coins has been booming in recent years. As more collectors enter the scene, demand for unique coins like the 2008 penny continues to rise. Auction houses, private sales, and online marketplaces are buzzing with activity, driving up prices for rare finds. If you're lucky enough to own a 2008 era penny, you're sitting on a potential goldmine. Experts recommend having your coin authenticated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC before selling it. Authentication not only verifies the coin's rarity, but also significantly increases its value. Don't worry if you don't have a 2008 penny in your collection. There are still plenty of opportunities in the world of coin collecting. Many modern coins with mint errors are undervalued and could become valuable in the future. Keep an eye on your pocket change, especially for coins with unique features or unusual designs. The story of the 2008 Abraham Lincoln penny is a testament to the unexpected treasures that can be hidden in everyday items. A simple penny, worth 1 cent in theory, can turn out to be worth over $1 million. It's a reminder of the fascinating history and artistry behind our currency. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or someone new to the hobby, keep searching and learning. You never know what you might find. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future updates. Share this video with your friends and family. Who knows, they might have $1 million penny sitting in their change jar.